Hello everybody, and this is Chrystal Lynn, and I want to thank you for joining my channel. I want to do something a little fun today, and after launching my Shadow series, which by the way has been such an amazing opportunity to get to know you guys, and I want to thank you for all of your very insightful and very honest comments about that. And so we're talking about astrology in a different way, and I want to present astrology in a different way because I believe it can be such a helpful tool. And for myself, it really helped me to understand what was going on inside of me, how the themes can play out, and what part I play in that. It helped me to really understand these things by being able to see what was happening the moment you were born and how we do embody that energy, and it does set our life path. And if you start looking at others, and once you've got a glimpse into what the 12 signs really do represent, I'm not talking about the zodiac signs in the back of the paper and we read our sun signs. I'm talking about a very extensive comprehension of so many amazing things that are very specific to who you are and how we can take a look at that. And I think it's an empowering thing. I don't think it's something to be afraid of. For myself, it has helped me to finally find myself, and it has increased my faith, and it has increased my beliefs, and it's just been a healthy tool. And so that's how I'm presenting it. And so today I was thinking, based on a lot of the questions I got, everybody kind of trying to figure out these energies that they have, I would share an astrological profile of a celebrity. And one of the things that you can do that's really fun, and this is something I do all the time. This is something I actually do for fun, but it really helps me to understand just the astrological natal chart on a deeper level. But I like to watch a lot of documentaries and a lot of biographies and about people's lives. And if you pop up their natal chart, which usually you can get, astrotheme.com, you just put in the celebrity's name and put natal chart, and they pop it up. It is amazing. I'm going to put the link below. And as I'm watching these interviews, a lot of times I'll pop that chart up on my screen and just kind of see if I can identify the energies. A lot of times they'll share dates about very significant things. So it's just like a case study to me. It's just the way I learn. I learn visually, and I learn by feeling people, and I like to see if I can see those energies. And time and time and time again, they convince me of the truth behind this method, and again, how it can be a really positive thing. So today, I'm going to talk about a really cool celebrity that, after watching this documentary on with Oprah on her own channel, which I love, I have a whole new respect for this young girl. And we're going to be talking today about Lindsay Lohan. And I'm also going to show you guys a little bit about how to do a little bit of family tree stuff, okay? This is obviously a service I offer, so if you guys want to know more about it, you can check my website out. But for now, we're going to have some fun. So I want to talk about Lindsay Lohan, and I am going to put the link below to the Oprah Winfrey own docu-series of her, where she shares her life with us. And I really got to see the heart of this woman, this young girl that's growing into a woman. First of all, she was born, and this is through AstroTheme. They're pretty reliable. So if I'm wrong in any way, I will be corrected. But from AstroTheme, they actually give us her birthday is July 2nd, 1986. And she was born in New York, New York. She is an Aquarius rising. She has a sun in Cancer. She has moon in Taurus, Mercury and Venus in Leo, and Mars in Capricorn retrograde. Jupiter in Pisces. These are the planetary alignments that were happening the moment you were born. She has a brilliant chart. This is a very brilliant young woman. Very brilliant. So I'm going to be just going back and forth with what comes out at me. So first of all, we look at the sun sign Cancer, and we know that that's ruled by the moon. Anytime you look into the water signs, it's not something you can put in a box. They're very complex because they're very affected by the outer things that are going on. And having a sun in Cancer, that means you are ruled by the moon. You are Mother Earth. You are someone that cares for others. You're deeply moved. You love your home. In some of these videos, if you guys want to check it out, it shows her needing to get the keys to her house, needing to get a safe place to go, being super unsettled, going from hotel to hotel. She's almost having a panic attack because she needs to have a place that's her own, and she's waiting for this apartment in the docuseries. And her whole obsession is about getting the keys to this place. That is a beautiful example of the Cancerian, of the Cancer. They need to have a sanctuary. And if they lose their sanctuary, their whole entire world gets off balance. And so when we're looking at a chart like this, we want to say that Lindsay, to stay balanced and to stay in a place that she can balance the world that she's created and the world that she lives in, always have to have a home base that you're 100% comfortable in. Nobody else has to be comfortable in it but you. And you always have to get back to that sanctuary, to that safe place, and recharge. I also want to take a look at the fact that when you look at some of this footage of her life, you see, and a lot of times we hear that with that Cancer energy, they are collectors. They are savers. They capture every memory. They don't forget anything. That's why it's very emotional sometimes to have an emotional conversation with a Cancer, because they don't forget. Everything word that's been brought out has been imprinted on the heart. So there is a lot of emotional turmoil because, like a lot of us, I just don't want to think about that anymore and we can move on. A lot of times that watery energy ruled by the moon is very potent and it impresses. That's also what makes them fabulous writers and creators, because they can create with that pain. They can share that emotion. That's what makes her such a great actress, because she can go into that role and remember how that felt. So that's a powerful tool. It's just learning how to balance the energies. There's a scene in this docuseries where she's got all her clothes and she's got them on tables and she's going through her jewelry and she's going through stuff. And, it would appear, we in society would say that's unorganized. We would say that's out of control. But for a Cancer, that's therapy. They need to have their little collectives, their stuff. They're very nostalgic. They're very much, it's a part of home. They love antiques. They love old things because it has history. They're also very, very intuitive, so that those items, those things around them bring back good memories, bring back emotions. It helps them sort through. So I would say have your pile of clothes. You can have it organized in the closet, but if you need a room that you can go in and close the door and sit and go through all your stuff and put some music on in the background, that's healthy for the Cancer. These things that we label each other with, I think can be so unfair. It's part of your energy, and it's part of an opportunity that the universe gives you to get away and go into your own little world, that little crab that needs to go in. Because if you don't go in, you dry up. If you don't go in and replenish, and a Cancer needs a lot of alone time. You need that time to recharge. We also want to take a look at, because these can get really involved, and I want to touch on quite a few things here. Jupiter in Pisces, I want to talk about that. Lindsay Lohan has Jupiter in Pisces, and that's a very, very powerful energy to have Jupiter in Pisces. Jupiter is expansion, and as we know, Pisces is ruled by Neptune. Pisces is one of the oldest, Pisces is the oldest sign of the zodiac. It's the old souls. They are the ones who are able to see visions, to dream dreams, to have dreams that they've dreamt become true, to know what's going to happen before what happens. And with the sun in Cancer and Jupiter in Pisces, Lindsay Lohan is very, very, very psychic and very, very intuitive. And I believe in watching the series, every time that she gets into these panic situations is when she's surrounded by a lot of people. Obviously, the paparazzi is going to do that to anybody, but more so with her, that need to hide, that need to get to her safe place. It's because you are picking up on all of the energies around you and they're going through you. You're very intuitive, so you feel things in 100-fold. So that's what brings on those panic attacks. You are picking up on too many energies, and then you're having to get into, another situation and try to hide. It's learning how to understand that gift. Yes, you have it. You can learn to block it off like you've done, but you have to realize that when you go into big group settings, you are a sponge. You're a human emotional sponge with Sun in Cancer, Jupiter in Pisces, Pluto in Scorpio. You're very, very intuitive. That's not even talking about the fact that you have rising sign. I'm acting like I'm talking to her right now. That Lindsay Lohan has a rising sign in Aquarius. You guys, I am learning so much about this energy of the Aquarius. It's very, very powerful. They have the ability to channel to another dimension, to other. There's echoes, there's echoes of history that come through. However you want to look at it, the people leave their energy behind. That's what a legacy is. And the Aquarius has the ability to tune in to a whole nother level of that. They're very brilliant. And yes, they have a very strong ego. If you look at history, rock and roll history, I'm going to give you two people. Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison, ascendant in Aquarius, shares this energy with you, Lindsay Lohan. You are the inventors. You are unique. You are eccentric. You are not going to be in a box. You are the ones who create the trends. You are the ones who pick up the vibes, and you brand yourselves. There's a branding that goes on, but it's a branding that's kind of strange. It's like you make this name for yourself, but then as soon as somebody tries to put it in a box, you blow it out. And so that's why you are always going to be on the cutting edge. You're always going to be unique. You're always going to be hearing and knowing what's going on. Listen to your intuition. Listen to those brilliant ideas. Don't hoard them, because the Aquarius can have a hard time getting them out there. But Lindsay Lohan has something that I think is going to take her to the top if she taps into this energy. Mercury and Venus in Leo. Now, you guys saw my shadow side video on Leo, and I do talk a lot about their strong self-confidence and that ability to, the world revolves around them. Well, you know what? That's what God gave you. That's what the universe gave you. And if you look at powerful women that are Leos and you tap into this energy that you have, we look at J-Lo, Madonna, Martha Stewart, okay? We look at Kenny Rogers. We look at people. Leos brand themselves. And they have the energy to have the world revolve around them because it's ruled by the sun. And a good, solid, healthy Leo loves to bring everybody up with them. And I see that. I see that in these videos. I see this in your documentary. I also see your struggle. This is the struggle of the Cancer and the Leo. The Cancer wants to nourish and be mama. And Leo's the queen. And so you see her working, trying to work with her crew. And there's this part of her that gets insecure and emotional and wants to take care of everybody and feels the weight of the world like the crab. And then this Queen Leo comes out and says, hey, wait a minute. I gotta pay the bills, which means I gotta go to work, which means you guys gotta help me get there. And that's why the world revolves around, because that Leo energy will provide opportunity for everyone around her, and she knows that. And so in this particular video, there's a part where she talks about getting these people to understand, I say get these people, when she talks to her staff about understanding what her role is, she's using that strong Leo voice. But that, that anxiousness of the Cancer comes through. Okay, 2 more things I'm going to talk about here because, you see I could go on and on. Reading someone's chart can take a long time. But Moon in Taurus, Mars in Capricorn. All right, here's your stability. Here's your stability. Here's your money planets. This is why Lindsay has been able to be the financial stability in this family, and the financial stability around her, even though this has gone up and we've had, strong, addictions and that cycle, that sabotaging cycle, which I'll talk a little bit more about in a minute. But right now, Pluto is in Capricorn, and it is igniting this plutonic energy in Mars. That's why you're getting your mojo back. That's why you're getting your focus. I'm telling you right now, there is no sign more ambitious than the Capricorn and more the understanding of money. When you look in celebrities' charts and you look back in rock and roll history or any of these, every one of those, Fleetwood Mac, Stevie Nicks, Steve Perry on Journey, all have strong Capricorn. And Janis Joplin also had strong Capricorn, Cancer, and Taurus and Aquarius. So these are your people. These are your people to look at. Now, obviously, it's scary to look at it because it's scary to look at the life of addiction that they fell into. You can see the torment, and they have different aspects going on than you do. You have an awesome chance. This life that I'm looking at has an amazing opportunity right now to rise to the top. When you look at the theme of a Pisces, and when I see Jupiter in Pisces, this will play out in themes. It is the themes of that sabotage. It's the dreams, the visions, the incredibleness. You're getting ready to get there, and then reality sets in. What you actually have to do to maintain it, the real life, not being able to escape, and that Piscean energy will call you to escape. You've got 2 strong water planets here, actually 3, Pluto and Scorpio, Sun in Cancer, Jupiter in Pisces. When you have that kind of strong water, you're going to be highly susceptible to addiction because of the fact that that watery energy, when you drink or when you partake, it will affect your body differently. Your chemistry is different. And the need to escape, the need to not feel the pain that you feel all the time, it takes that away. And so it's the perfect escape. Obviously, you've been down the path. You've already done it, like you said. You've already done everything that you know to do down that path. And now is the time to understand, I guess if I was talking to Lindsay or if I was talking to any of you guys, now is the time to understand, in this particular chart I'm looking at, this is a healer. This is a teacher. This is stability. This is a powerful person. I haven't even talked about Moon in Taurus. And again, it's tapping into that stability. And those watery planets, those intuitive planets that you have that make you so caring, so sensitive, so intuitive. The secret is, instead of lending them to years of addiction and years of escape, you lend them to the spiritual quest you're on. You're a healer. And I know that in some of the documentaries, it's showing that you're seeking that out in your life right now, and that's why you're getting the second chance. You are getting ready in December of 2014, Lindsay Lohan, or anybody else out there that has Saturn in Sagittarius, you're getting ready for your first Saturn. It's a 2.5-year cycle. What are you going to do with this? This is the time to work hard, dig deep, get into reality. The most incredible things can happen during a Saturn. Great events, marriage, children, obviously life-changing events that change you inside for the better. It's going to be hard work. And this is the time that you don't want to lose 1 ounce of time. So you guys, this ended up being 20 minutes, just getting off the base of her chart. I didn't even get into other aspects and other things. This is just to show you guys. Take a look at others that share your astrological signs, your chart. Look them up and watch their lives and see if you can identify. See if there's something you can learn. Lindsay Lohan has a lot to teach right now, and she has the chance with the astrological happenings that are going to ignite her chart in the next few years to become an amazing woman and to help many. I didn't get a chance to get into the whole family tree thing, but if you guys are interested in a part 2, I can come back with the whole family and tell you what I think, because that is really interesting. So let me know what you guys think. Hope this was fun. Hope this was inspirational and educational. Talk to you guys later.